What's up, guys? We are back taking a look at some more NBA player props, this time over on Chalkboard. This video applies to sports books and also other player prop sites out there, so this video is for everybody, but I am playing these today over on Chalkboard. We are currently on a 19-5 run, which if you do not know is 79%. We cashed both player props in yesterday's video. I'm looking to cash both yet again today and get that hit rate over 80% here. Let's hop in though and get to these player props. Before we do so, if you guys like the research that I do on the channel, you guys want to see some more from me, check out the Dub Club. There's a 2-day free trial link down my description below for my all access. But if you don't know what Dub Club is, it is a messaging service that sends all of the entries that I make on 5 different player prop sites to you. Some of those player prop sites that I post for are prizepicks, underdog, parlay play, sleeper, and chalkboard. You get my plays sent to you through the Dub Club app, email, Telegram, or Discord. If someone plays out to over 2,000 subscribers for a bunch of different sports, but specifically the NBA and the NFL. You see right here that my prizepicks lifetime net winnings over $5,000. I started with probably about $100 in my account about 2 years ago now, and I'm up over $5,000. I was able to do it. So if you guys want to join, like I said, there's a 2-day free trial link down my description below for my all access. But if you would rather just get in the Dub Club right now with a discount, you guys can check out the NBA only. This is NBA only basketball player props, but you get $5 off of your first month. So you're only paying $10 here compared to $20 for the all access. So 2 different special offers going on, 2-day free trial, or you guys can get into NBA right now. Both links are down my description below. We've been profitable in the Dub Club 3 straight days now, including plus 3.6 units yesterday. The only miss we had yesterday was a half unit play, which ended on the hook, 10 out of 10.5. So we've been absolutely killing it. I'm looking to continue that in today's video though with the free plays. Let's hop in and let's get to it. Couple final points though, make sure you guys play responsibly and at your own risk, and also make sure that you guys give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props and join the free Discord. There's some free plays in the Discord down in my description below, free, completely free to join the Discord, and that's just pretty much gonna do it. Let's hop in, get this player props today over on Chalkboard. So let's head over to the NBA category first here. Probably should start out with that, but in the NBA here, let's start out with just a normal point prop here. The second player prop I'm gonna take a look at is going to be my favorite of the two, but we're gonna start with just a normal NBA point prop available sports books, player prop sites, literally everywhere. So let's go ahead and scroll down here until we find Jabari Smith here. This is an amazing price right now on Chalkboard at a 1.85x payout compared to a 1.71x on the under. This because this is at minus 135 on DraftKings over 12.5. Yet he's at 1.85x. He's favored to go under this on Chalkboard, but on the sports books, he's favored over by quite a bit. So the value right now on Jabari Smith looks absolutely amazing. But let's take a look at why I like him and why I think he'll go over his points today. So let's take a look at this here. I will say first off, this game does have the lowest over-under of the entire slate. It's like 212 or something like that. So they're not expecting too many points, but I think Jabari can score a good chunk of these here. So we take a look at his last few games here. I mean, he just saw Memphis 2 days ago and was able to drop 20 on them, and that wasn't really with anything super crazy. I mean, he just shot really well. He shot 7 for 10. I don't expect him to shoot 70% this time around, but I do expect his field goal attempts to still kind of be in that 10 area. You see that he's had 9 or more attempts in 8 of his last 10 games. But he's over some 57% of games this season and 51% between these last 2 seasons. By the way, the tool that I'm using right now is going to be the props.cash tool. I've been using this tool for about 2 years now. I absolutely love this tool with all my heart. I'm telling you guys, if you like researching your player props, check out props.cash. Link for it is down my description below. Use promo code DOMG to get you guys 25% off of your first month. So again, promo code DOMG, link is down my description below for props.cash. But getting back to it here and why I like Jabari Smith so much, let's take a look at just how he's been on the road. So you can see 57% and 51%. How has he been on the road this year? It goes down to 56% and 52%. So not a dramatic increase or decrease, anything like that, because he goes down 1% this season, but goes up between these last 2 seasons. Let's take a look at how he's been with 1 day of rest here. 64%. He's been very, very good this year with 1 day of rest. But let's take a look at the main reason why I'm liking this player prop. It's going to be his minutes here, because you guys can just kind of see how his minutes have been all over the place this year. He had a lot of games back in November where he had like 26 minutes, 20 minutes, and kind of things like that. But if you take a look at his last 10 games, what he's been doing for his minutes, he's had 27 or more in 9 out of his last 10 games, and he's had 29 or more in 8 of his last 10 games, if you round it up, that's 30 minutes. He's seen 30 minutes in 8 of his last 10 games. So let's just move this minute filter up here to 29. He's seen it in 8 of his last 10 games. This game only has a 3.5 point spread. He should be able to see his full amount of minutes. So when he sees those 29 plus minutes, which he's seen in 8 of his last 10 games, like we just saw, he's over in 71% this season. He's over in 10 out of 14 games. Let's take a look at these misses now, though, because those misses came with him shooting 25%, 50%, 57%, and 33%. So he shot 33% and 25% in 2 of those losses right there. So a lot of these misses have to do with him not seeing a full amount of minutes or him just shooting really, really bad. So both of which are technically possible today, but with a 3.5 point spread, I don't see minutes being an issue today. If anything, it's going to be the field goal attempts, which he saw, 2 games that he's missed with those minutes with 4 attempts and 7 attempts right there. So Although I think this should be a really good spot for him. I mean, he just dropped 20, like I said, against this team with 10 field goal attempts. I'm expecting about 10 field goal attempts yet again from him today. And I think he goes over this player prop here. He's been very consistent when he sees those minutes, and I think he can do that yet again here. So the matchup isn't anything super crazy here. If you take a look at opposing power forwards against Memphis, they have JJJ there, Triple J, but it hasn't really mattered for opposing power forwards. They're kind of right in the middle of the pack. They allow 24.53 points per game to opposing power forwards. It's like literally right in the middle of the pack. So it's not anything crazy when it comes to matchup here. So I think as long as he sees his minutes and as long as he has, 7, to 10 field goal attempts, I think he goes over this one. Like I said, though, that price at 1.85x is really what sold me on this player prop, though, because that price is very, very nice compared to what it is on DraftKings at a -135. I really love that there. But let's take a look, though, at player prop number 2. So if we take a look at player prop number 2, we're going to head over to the NBA category again, and we're going to head over to the first quarter points. In the first quarter points here, we're going to scroll down here, because I am liking Tobias Harris over 3.5 first quarter points here. This one is not available on most player prop sites. This is going to be available on like your multiplier based payout sites and sportsbooks. So like a sleeper and a chalkboard, or like a DraftKings, FanDuel, all those different sportsbooks against things like that. But anyways, Tobias Harris 3.5 first quarter points. This might be a 1.5 unit play for me. I'm really loving Tobias Harris here. This is definitely on the juicier side. I mean, it's only a 1.59x payout, so it's not anything super crazy there. However, I think he's going to be in a very, very nice spot. Let's take a look at this here. So Tobias Harris, you can take a look here at his first quarter points. He's had 4 or more in 78% of games so far this year, 78% and 61% between these last 2 seasons. But that was dealing with like James Harden and a bunch of injuries, things like that. So really this year though, he's been friggin' amazing. I mean, the only reason I think this is this low with this low of a payout is that he's missed this 3 times in his last 10 games here. But those misses here came with him still shooting, the same amount of attempts he's been shooting. I mean, he's had 3 attempts in 5 of his last 10 games, literally 3 on the dot. And he's had 3 or more in 9 of his last 10 games. So he's been shooting the same amount, really. I mean, his field goal percentage was 20, 33, and 33%. So I think he can have a much better game here against Detroit, who he just dropped 7 against last game. He just had 7 against this team. He did already miss this year against them, though. He did have 3 back in November, but I'm not really worried about that really at all. He shot 1 for 3 against them, but still had those 3 field goal attempts that I'm looking for. Let's also take a look at his minutes here. So his minutes have been very, very consistent. He's seen between 7 and 10, every single game in his last 10. So if we change the minute slider here to between 7 and 10 minutes, he's over this in 74% of games this year and 56% between these last 2 seasons. But how's he been at home? He has been much better at home. You guys can see what he's just done at home. We'll take a look at, we're just eliminating those minutes as well, by the way. 92% so far this year when at home, and 65% between these last 2 seasons. So I think Tobias Harris is in an amazing matchup here against Detroit, who he succeeded against, just literally last game. I think he can do it yet again. He's also been pretty good with 1 day of rest as well. You can see what he's done with 1 day of rest. So I think he's in a great spot here. It should be a smash spot. Maybe MB gets ruled out. That would be a huge bonus. I doubt he will, but there's a chance that he just sits for whatever reason because they're playing Detroit, but I'm not really expecting that. It's just something that could potentially happen, but it is a long shot, just kind of dreaming a little bit. But Tobias Harris there, probably 1.5 unit play for me. I'm just going to look for another pair for Tobias Harris here because I think he's really, really nice over 3.5 first quarter points here. I think this is just low because of those 3 misses that had to do with him shooting 1 for 3, which is he's been over shooting 1 for 3 plenty of times in the past. You guys can see 2 games right there where he's been over shooting 1 for 3. I mean, he only made 1 field goal or 1 basket on 1 attempt, and he still was able to go over this against Washington with 5. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways Tobias Harris can go over this here, and I'm expecting him to hopefully do it yet again. We just cashed a first quarter player prop yesterday in Domantas Sabonis. He was able to go over his 1.5 assists. He had 3 in the first quarter, and I'm expecting that to kind of be the same here with Tobias Harris. So that is pretty much going to do it. If you guys are not already on Chalkboard, like I said, you guys can join with the link down my description below. This is available on other player prop sites and also sportsbooks, though. But we are not done quite yet because, again, make sure you guys join the Dub Club 2-day free trial. And there's also another player prop tool that I want to show you guys, the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. This tool is wrapped into a fancy bundle. There are 3 tools wrapped into one. And you guys can get this tool with the link down my description below. But what you guys have to do to find the best expected value player props on sites like PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, Flip, Sleeper, all these player prop sites, all you have to do is click the refresh button. When you press the refresh button, it pulls up the best expected value plays on that player prop site. Like right now, Jabari Smith, over 12.5 points. They're really, really liking it because it moved to minus 140 on DraftKings right here. Minus 140 on DraftKings. It was just a minus 135 last time I saw it. Already giving us pretty good value when it comes to Chalkboard, like I said. But it's at 12.5 right now on PrizePicks at a really nice price. You can see right there, minus 140. So I think this tool is just really, really good in my opinion. I really do love this tool. There's also a correlation tool, which is amazing, plus 614.4 units since August 18th. I won't dive into that one too much in today's video, but that is available as well. But I'm taking a look at the fantasy bundle here. This is the optimizer, which I talked about just now. There's also fantasy score projections and a DFS middling tool all wrapped into one. Use the link down in my description below. You guys can check out this tool for yourself. $59 a month or $50 a month for a year if you guys are interested in that. So if it's something that you guys can afford and something that you're looking into, if you're interested in looking into expected value player props, I mean, it's something that's been historically profitable. So if you guys are interested, you guys can do so with the link down in my description below. And that's pretty much going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck with your player props tonight, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck. Play responsibly.